talk and discuss. So it's 9 o'clock. My name is Ilona. I'm coming to you from Toronto, Canada. And I want to thank you for being here tonight. For some of you, it's 9 o'clock in the evening, which is quite late. And you've chosen to be here instead of doing something else. You could be watching TV, you could be taking a walk, you could be doing anything you want, but you are here. And I'm guessing you are here because you love travel and you are here probably because you want to make some money. So if that's the case, can you give me some pluses in the chat so I know that you are interested in that and I am talking to the right people right now? And while you're doing that, unfortunately, I will have to mute you. And for the duration of the presentation, please write down your questions or think about them in your head really hard. And at the end, I really, really welcome any questions that you might have because you should have questions. Our meeting tonight is just an overview presentation. I cannot share everything about our wonderful company and all of the benefits it has in the short time that we have together. But I'm hoping that what I have to say today will pique your interest and you would want to get back to the person who invited you here today and ask them some questions about what you heard today. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, hopefully you can see everything. I'm going to minimize. So when I do the Zoom, I was sharing with some of the people. It's kind of weird because you don't see anybody on the screen. So I'm going to try to feel your energy through the screen and I will only see your faces at the end when I stop sharing my screen. So here we go. Our company is called Travorium. What does Travorium mean? Travorium is really two words, travel and emporium. An emporium is a huge mall where you can go and get anything travel related. And that is exactly what our company is about. And the slogan of the company is travel more, travel better, and travel for less. And it really is a better life company. Our company is already 14 years old. It's been established in March of 2013 in Temecula, California, by the lovely couple you see here on the screen. Their names are David and Adela Hart, and together they have 30 years combined of business experience. And actually, David Hart was pronounced as the entrepreneur of the year at the ripe old age of 24. So this guy knows what he is doing. This is a family-run company. They're grooming their adult children to take over. They have a vision that goes, 20 years ahead. And actually, 14 years is a really long time for the company to be thriving. Usually, the lifespan of companies like this is 3 years. So 14 years is a big, big indicator that the company is very successful. So this company is specializing in customer acquisition. We are a global company. We're open all over the world. And on the screen, you see 60 plus countries, but this slide is outdated because today we're open in 114 countries all over the world. We have three main offices. Where everything got started is in Temecula, California. Then there is a head office in Madrid, Spain for the European branch and Almaty, Kazakhstan for the Asian branch. So why are we talking about travel? Why travel? Why are we here tonight? Because travel is a huge booming industry. According to Bloomberg, travel is a $10 trillion industry and it's estimated to reach 15.5 trillion by 2033, which is only 9 years away or 8 years away now because the slide is not up to date. And believe it or not, the travel industry is bigger than the oil industry. Warren Buffett once said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. sounds very dramatic, but we will touch up on this saying a little bit later. But this company really gives you an opportunity to travel the world for less. And it also gives you an opportunity to build the business of your dreams that is easy to explain, it is fun to do, and it could be a home-based business that you can take with you. As long as you have Wi-Fi and your cell phone, you are in business. So, what services do we offer in Travorium? We have resorts, hotels, cruises, car rental, parks, tours, activities, and entertainment. As I said, anything that is travel related. And what is Travorium and why should you be looking at Travorium today and what are its benefits? This is a travel membership company. Let's think about memberships. Today we have so many memberships, we lost count. We have a gym membership, we have Amazon membership, Netflix, Costco. If you want to buy a cup of coffee, for a better price, there is now a coffee membership. I went for a facial the other day, and the lady that does my facial, she said she's going to offer her services at a membership. So whether you like it or not, memberships are everywhere. So why not look at travel as a membership as well? So here, platinum members in our club receive approximately 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months, at least 2 vacations guaranteed. How many people can say here today that they are going away at least 2 times a year? Here, you can earn travel points. You can collect them or you can use them right away. It's up to you. Here, you can book at a travel agent rate where you can save up to 60% off. And on top of that, get 3% cash back in loyalty points. I will touch up on that a little bit later. Travel agents can give you the most 25% off. Our company gives you much more than that, and it guarantees the price by 110%. So even if you find a price that is lower than you would find in Travorium, the company will match it and give you 10% on top of that in loyalty points that you can apply to your future booking. And that is pretty incredible. In our company, you also have an opportunity to do business. You can earn money 24/7 from anywhere in the world, and it is a residual income. I'm just going to mute our newcomers right now. Okay, and continue. Okay, so let's talk about the sites. We have 7 platforms that you can book your travel from. Today, I cannot show you all 7 platforms, so I'll just show you a few, the more important ones. So we have 2, not 1, but 2 travel sites that actually compete with each other where you can shop around for the best price. If you are used to booking your travel with Expedia or Booking, then this works exactly the same way. You put in your destination, you put in your dates, how many people are going, and you book with money. The only difference is here you can save up to 60, 70, 80, sometimes 90% on travel on more than 2,000 hotels and resorts all over the world, as well as activities, cruises, entertainment, and rental cars. So let's look at how it works. We have a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so facts are better than words. So we are going to prove the statement that our company gives you the best prices. So here, we always compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. We have 2 identical hotels, the same room occupancy, the same dates, everything is the same. The only difference is the price. On Expedia, the same booking will cost you $44.63. And on our side, it's going to cost you half of that, which is $23.26. And remember, you are getting 3% cash back on the total of the price that you pay that you can apply to your next booking. So it's savings on top of savings. Let's look at another examples. We're going to Vegas for one night. And on Expedia, this room at Horror Hotel and Casino is $293, where on our side, it's a whopping of $15.46. Now I'm getting your attention. And one more example. We are going to Fairmont Grand Del Mar. We're comparing the same hotel, the same room occupancy, same everything, same room category. And look at the price. You are saving $3,000 just on one booking. And you know what they say? Money saved is money earned. $3,000 is no small change, and I don't know about you, but I know exactly where I can spend my $3,000 instead of giving it to big companies like Expedia and Booking. And remember the 3% cash back in loyalty points on top of that. So the travel sites that I just showed you, we have another travel site that is not on the screen today, but there we also have homes, VRBOs, Airbnbs. We have marketplace where you can put a bid on the hotel of your choice. Let's say if you don't like the price, let's say the price is $200 and you want to offer $100. You know what they say, that the most expensive room in a hotel is the room not sold. So it's in hotel's best interest to sell the room to you at the price that you offer. So if you offer them, let's say, I don't want to go for $200. I would like to offer $100. There, it's very likely that if the room doesn't sell, you will get your wish and you will get that price. So the two travel sites, they're competing with each other. They're offering wholesale prices. You are not overpaying, and you're also getting 3% cash back in your pocket. So that is easy to understand. But now I would like to show you two platforms that are unique to our company. One of these platforms, it's called Getaways. Getaways are resorts all over the world. If you are familiar with a timeshare program, first of all, we're not a timeshare. But in order to become a member of timeshare, people pay down hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then they pay monthly fees. And then they have blackout dates where sometimes they can't even go and use the properties of their choice. Well, our company has a contract with timeshare as well. And they come to them and they say, okay, guys, we will give you clients and you will give us the best possible price. And the timeshare that doesn't sell their rooms, they give us all of their inventory for free, without commitment, without a contract, without down payment, without monthly fees. And we can go and travel all over the world in more than 2,000 resorts and over 300,000 weeks. So let's see what that looks like. So as I mentioned, we're talking resorts. Resorts have bedrooms. Sometimes they have multiple bedrooms. They have sometimes partial kitchen or full kitchen. They usually have amenities like a swimming pool, tennis courts, ATM machine, a laundry, all of the services that you need. So here, if you would like to go to Canary Islands, Spain, and stay there in a studio apartment for 8 days and 7 nights, after you apply the points that you are collecting with your membership, it's only going to cost you $7. That is not $7 per day. That is not $7 per person. That is $7 for the whole stay for everybody who is coming with you. So if the room occupancy says two people are paying $7. If it says four people, it's $7 divided by four. If it says 8 people or 10 people, which is very possible with multiple bedrooms, it is $7 divided by 10. That's a fun way to do math in my books. So if you would like to go to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico and stay in a one-bedroom suite for 8 days and 7 nights, after you apply your points, you're only paying $149 plus tax. Also, if you would like to go to Orlando, Florida, very popular destination for families with young children because there are lots of things to do. Two-bedroom suite for 8 days and 7 nights will cost you $142 for the whole week after you apply your points. So this platform is called Getaways, and these are only couple of examples. There are resorts all over the world, any destination you would like, and pages and pages and pages of places to choose from. So this is the platform that is kind of like a flagship of our company, and it's unique for our company because it gives you an opportunity to save up for your vacation in advance. So another platform that lets you save for your vacation in advance, it's called World Tours. And World Tours is my favorite platform, and I will tell you why. I like luxury. I like staying in 4 and 5 star hotels. And here we have an opportunity to do just that for 2 star prices. Our company has contracts with the best hotels of the world, chains like Hyatt, Hilton, Trump, Movenpick, Marriott, all of the best hotels, they're very well known. Our company has a contract with them a year in advance. They they act like a tour operator. They come in and they also say, okay, we are going to give you a client base if you give us the best possible price. And they lock in the best possible price for certain dates. So on this platform, we cannot choose our dates. The dates are already done for us. But in my opinion, that is not a negative. That's a positive because let's say you choose to go to Venice, Italy, and you want to stay there for 5 days with breakfast included, with a glass factory tour for only $249 for all of the days involved. So you're going there, but somebody else from the company Travorium from another part of the world also decided to go there on the same dates. And maybe somebody else decided. So when you are going on world tours, you have a built-in community. The people from all over the world that belong to our club, if they chose this destination for those dates, chances are you're going to meet them there, you're going to become friends, you're going to make lifelong connections, you can network, and no travel agent and no booking and no Expedia can give you that experience. If you would like to go to Dubai and stay in a 5 star hotel for 6 days with Dubai breakfast. And Dubai breakfast is like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You eat once and you don't have to eat for the rest of the day. It's amazing. It's $370 after you apply your points. Now, I want to point your attention to this right here. It says retail rate, $1,619. The retail rate is Travorium rate because if you go on any other site, that rate is going to be much higher. So even if you don't apply the points that you have accumulated, you are still winning because you're still saving. It's still a better price. If you like the all-inclusive type of vacation, here you go, Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5 star resorts, 5 days, all-inclusive. I believe the occupancy of that room is 4 people. And look at that, you're only paying $579. If you would like to go to Vegas and stay in the newest resort that just built maybe a year or two ago, that's called the Resorts World Vegas, and stay there for 4 nights and 5 days after you apply your points. Yes, you're only paying $19 for all of the nights involved. If you would like to go to Hawaii and stay in a 5 star hotel with breakfast included, it is $500 after you apply your points. And another example, if you would like to go to New York and stay right in the middle of Times Square, 5 days, 4 nights with breakfast included, it's only going to cost you $400. And why am I saying only? Because I personally stayed in that hotel And one night in that hotel without breakfast is $600. So you can see the value. Now, once you join Travorium and make that decision, there's another perk that the company gives you, a trip incentive. It's like a gift. You can activate it 14 days after joining the company. And it means that you have a choice of 45 countries and over 100 destinations where the company pays for your hotel room and you only pay taxes. And you can use this option once a year. So there's a lot of different things that we offer. And some of the platforms I didn't even touch on right now because it's impossible to show you everything. But I did show you that we have two travel sites where you pay better than travel agent rates. We have two platforms where you can pay with points that you can accumulate. And we also have one platform where it's like a gift to you, where you only responsible for the taxes. We also have platforms for entertainment, for activities, but I'm not showing you that today because you can all, look at that a little bit later with the person that invited you today. So if you're sitting here and thinking, this is an amazing value. How much is this going to cost me? This was the question that I had as well, and I was very pleasantly surprised when I saw this page. So it doesn't cost all the money in the world, and actually, every penny or every dollar that you're putting in towards your membership is going back in your pocket because for every dollar that you invest in your membership, you get two travel points back. Before I tell you about our packages, I would like you to see that we have no contract. There is absolutely no penalty. There is no, you don't have to sign in blood. You don't have to, worry that you have to pay something if you decide to leave Travorium. Let's say if something doesn't work out. Our company is very confident in its product and what it offers. So, no contract means that we stand by what we provide and we are confident that you will be happy. But in case that you are not, no questions asked, there is a simple button and you can leave. So we have three packages: silver, titanium, and platinum. And silver and titanium are the packages that I usually don't even talk about because they're not the most advantageous or beneficial for you. But I will mention them because this is a presentation. So, silver package, one time, $69.95. That includes your first month and a registration fee. And here you have access to travel site, and that is it. You don't have the travel points. And for me, that is the juiciest part of our club. Titanium membership, 149.95 one-time fee, and that includes your first month and a registration fee. And here you have access to travel site with better than travel agent rate and one world tour up to 50% off retail or one getaway up to 50% off retail. Because as you see, 75 gets converted into 150 points. But now let's go to the platinum membership, which is the one that everybody gets and for a good reason. That's the membership that I have and all of my family members that are in this company. My parents are members of this company. My son, who's 20 years old, is in this company. My boyfriend is in this company. My best friend is in this company. And a lot of people, they get the platinum membership because it gives you the most value for your money. 269.95 one-time fee. You will never see this number again because this is your initiation. This covers your first month and a registration fee. And right away, you have 270 travel points in your travel bank. You have access to travel site, you have access to world tours and getaways, and you can take two world tours a year or two getaways a year, or you can mix and match. And as you can see here, you're bringing it down to 80% off retail, only because you're accumulating your points. So let's break down the membership situation a little bit. So I always compare it to, let's say, a gym membership. I'm sure a lot of the people that are on the Zoom, they like to take care of themselves and they're into fitness. And, some of you can relate that we pay a membership to a gym monthly. So my personal membership is $100 a month. And whether I go to the gym or I don't go to the gym, whether I get a six pack or I don't get a six pack, I'm still paying those $100. Last month, I was traveling. I was in Europe, actually enjoying two world tours back to back. And I didn't go to the gym because I wasn't here. But my $100 still went and paid for my membership. So it essentially, I kind of threw my money away because I did not use it. Here, it works completely different. Your 275 points gets accumulated every month and it's waiting for you when you're ready to use it. If you're ready to use it today, great. You're ready to use it in 6 months, even better. If you want to use it in a year, no problem. You want to use it in 2 years, no problem. Just keep accumulating and save up and put the money away for your future vacation. I like this system. It's like a forced savings plan for vacation because life is unpredictable and anything can happen in our life. Sometimes when people save up for vacations, and a lot of people think that vacation is something that's luxury, something that's extra in life. When we have some kind of something happening in life, like, for example, your car breaks down, or your roof starts leaking, or your kid needs braces. All of a sudden, vacation looks like a luxury, and we go into the money that we saved. We take the money from that fund and we put it towards something that needs our attention even more. And all of a sudden, the money that we put away for our vacation is gone, and now we have to wait another year until we save up. And face it, travel is not cheap, and travel is only going to increase in price. So it's a very, very good idea to have some kind of a system that's going to help you make your expenses less, minimize your expenses. So here, nobody can touch your money. This money is guaranteed to be waiting for you when you're ready to use it to use for your vacation. If What's even better is sharing this opportunity with other people. For me, if I read a good book, I'm going to recommend it to somebody else. If I watch a good show, I'm going to recommend it. If I go to a hairdresser, if I take a course, I will be recommending it to my friends. And here is no different. When I joined this club, I started talking about it to everybody who I thought could benefit from traveling more, traveling for less, and possibly even earning passive income. And right away, well, not right away, actually, it took me 7 months, but I did find my three people. And once you bring three people to the company, first of all, for every person, the company will reward you with $50 US, because this is a US company. We pay in US dollars and we get paid in US dollars. So you got $50 US, so that's $150 in my pocket US. That's already offsetting the cost of my membership. And on top of that, the company starts paying you $4.45 a day, which offsets your membership. How does that work? If you would like to partner up with our company, it is $99.95 one time a year, annually, and you become an independent business owner. I did my calculations. If I'm correct, $99.95, that amounts to 4 cents a day. So for 4 cents a day, you can have your own online business that will give you tax advantages, where you can write off your travel. You have a turnkey business in your pocket. You have free training from the best and most successful people in our company. You have professionally done marketing videos, back office, and professionally designed website at your disposal. And I always say, if you have Wi-Fi, if you have a phone, and if you have a mouth, you have a business, because this business is about sharing. It's not about selling anything. No, it's about sharing something that works for you. And today we share things all the time. It's just nobody pays us for it. Okay. But here the company compensates you. So what happens when you've shared it with three people? Now you're starting to do your business. It's that simple. So we have a binary system where you can build a team on the left and on the right. So as soon as you put, one person on the left and two people on the right, let's say, the company recognize, oh, okay, this person is promoting the company and starting to build their business. So we're going to reward them with paying them $4.45 daily, which amounts to $137 a month. So as you can see, now you're not paying for your membership at all. And now the company is paying for your membership. So that little piggy bank that you were putting your money away for your future trips, now the company is putting money in your piggy bank for your future trips. Now, we are social creatures and we share. So, those three people that you invited went out and told one or two people each. And now you're starting to grow your team. Now you find yourself in a position of one-star director. For one-star director, you have 8 platinum memberships on your left side and 8 platinum memberships on your right side. That is not the 8 people that you invited or 16 people that you invited. This is combined. Remember those 3 people that you invited before? They went out and told some other people, and that's how it grows, word of mouth. And at one-star director level, your daily passive pay is now $10. It doesn't seem like much. However, it amounts to $300 to $700 a month in US dollars. For us my Canadian friends, we know it's a lot more for us. And that is already enough to cover a couple of bills, which is, pretty pleasant. Why not? But those 8 people told one or two people each, and now your team is growing even more. And now you find yourself in a position of a 2-star director. This is the position that I am in today. So my daily passive pay is $25 a day. Again, doesn't seem that much, but it adds up to guaranteed passive income of $750 US every month. And it could get up to $2,000 a month with certain bonuses. At this level, you get a diamond ring with your name engraved for it from the company as a recognition of your achievement. And that is amazing because, I was working as a teacher for 22 years. I never got a diamond ring to recognize me for my achievements. I've been in a company for a year, or I don't know how long it took me to get to this level, and I get a diamond ring. I mean, it's, really feels really, really good. At this level, you can also pass this business down in your will. So this is the business that grows whether you're here or not. The sad reality is that, we don't live forever. And when we have a job, our income is gone with us. Even our pension is gone with us. None of our loved ones cannot benefit from what we've earned throughout our lifetime. But here, it's not the case. Here, if I pass this company down to my kids, when I am gone, my business is still growing, my business is still here. They can benefit from my passive residual income. And that actually gives me a peace of mind today because, life is unpredictable and you never know what's going to happen. So 25 and 25 told a couple of other people, now you're a 3-star director and you're earning $70 every day. And as a 4-star director, because the word is spreading, you are earning $100 a day US passive income. It's so enjoyable. I open up my back office every morning, even before I have my coffee, and the money is sitting there already. And I haven't even done anything. I was traveling in Europe for the past 2 weeks, and the money kept coming in. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't working with my team. I wasn't even sharing this opportunity, but the money comes in. And that's the power of residual income. You get paid today for the job you did before. And that is pretty amazing. But it doesn't stop there. Now, if you're sitting here and thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know anybody, I don't know how to talk to people, where am I going to get my three people? It's not in Travorium, you don't have to bring the whole world. If you look at the numbers in the left column where it says PP, that's your personal partners. You see 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9 for the ambassador level. And number 9 is in red because it doesn't get bigger than that. In your whole career with Travorium, you don't have to bring in more than 9 people. And I have to say today that half of the people that I invited into this company, I didn't even know 2.5 years ago when I first joined. So, ambassador level is a very interesting position. It is in red because it's like a halfway point, and it's kind of a position where all of us are aiming for. Because with only 9 personal partners, if they are active as well, you now have 188 people on your left side and 188 people on your right side, and your daily pay is 140 US dollars. Your monthly income is anywhere between 43 to $10,000 US. Passive income. Passive is a beautiful word. It's my favorite word right now. You don't have to wake up with the alarm clock. You don't have to be stuck in traffic. You don't have a boss. You don't have a schedule. You don't have to ask permission. When can I go on vacation? When can I travel? Can I leave work early? Can I go and see my kids play? You are free. You choose your own hours. And to me, that's the beautiful, the most magical word right now. So our ambassadors are earning anywhere between 80 to 100,000 passive, dollars passive income. And that's not all. With Ambassador of Lifestyle, the company really rewards you with one annual vacation for you and a guest of your choice. Your airfare is paid for. You're staying in the five-star resort with all of the other ambassadors. You're networking, you're growing, you're socializing, you are meeting other people. You also have a shopping spree to Louis Vuitton store because that's the favorite store of the wife of the CEO, Adela Hart. You have $3,000 to spend in Louis Vuitton store. You have global bonus pool of everybody's earnings, and you have one share of the company. So you really, really are rewarded for just sharing this opportunity with other people. Our three-star ambassadors are also recipients of a Omega watch that is valued at $9,000. If you think it stops there, it does not. It keeps growing. The only thing that's not changing is the number 9. Look at that. Ambassador, 1-star ambassador, 2-star ambassador, 3-star ambassador, 4-star ambassador, 5-star ambassador. You only need to invite 9 people. In other multi-level marketing companies that I've been involved in, that I know, you will never see such a low number. You would have to invite pretty much half of the world in order to get to this kind of income. And look at the income for a 5-star ambassador. It's $500,000 in passive income. That is, life-changing income. We have people at this level that have reached it in about 2 years. We have a husband and wife dynamic duo. He is a 5-star ambassador. She's a 3-star ambassador. So you can do the math, how much they're earning together. They reached this level in 2 years. And believe it or not, they have 9 children together. So if somebody is sitting here and saying, oh, where will I find the time? How can I do this? If it's a priority, if it's important to you, you will find the time. But the beauty of this business is that in the beginning, it doesn't require a lot of your time. If you have 40 minutes per day to listen to a training, listen to a presentation, learn about a back office, that's all that it takes. So I hope that you understand that this company and this business can give you life-changing opportunity. And actually, in the 2024, over 25,000 people saw this opportunity and joined our company. The slide hasn't been updated, but in 2025, that number is 35,000 people. And I am predicting that for this year, it's going to be even higher. So I hope that you heard the value for yourself. If you are here and you love to travel, you've come to the right place. If you are here and you're tired of overpaying and you would like to save your money, you have also come to the right place. And if you are here and you're perhaps looking for maybe second income, to supplement, life is expensive. Prices in Canada and all over the world, they're rising. It's not going to get any better. And even people with the highest education, sometimes it's not enough to meet the high needs of our lifestyles today. So everybody's looking for something else. Some people decide to drive Uber, some people do something on Amazon, but I've chosen, and a lot of people in this company, something like this that gives you the flexibility of time, location, freedom, and it's a beautiful thing. What is better than talking about travel? In my world, nothing. So please thank the person that invited you here today because they cared enough about you to want you to hear about this opportunity and to maybe make your life better. So at this point, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can see your beautiful faces and see who is here with us. And if you have any questions, I am a very open and please ask questions because that tells me that you are engaged, you're interested, and something that I said spoke to you and you would like to know more.
Just wanted to say it was interesting when you said US dollars.
How so?
That's a big difference.
Very big difference.
Yeah.
Getting paid in US dollars makes all the difference.
No, that was a very
Yes.
good cash for me.
Thank you for saying that. Any other questions? If you don't have questions, that means that I've done my job very well and you understood everything. And now you're going to run to the person that invited you here today and ask them for their referral link and ask them how you can get started. When I heard about this opportunity, I joined the very same day. I didn't even sleep on it. I didn't wait because if I like something, I go for it right away. And in 2.5 years, actually, no, it's going to be 3 years in May. I keep saying 2.5 years. And in 3 years that I've been in this company, I have not regretted this decision even for 1 second, and I've never looked back. What I haven't mentioned here with the travel and with the money and with the business, what you're gaining is a community of people, community of positive, driven, open-minded people that like to grow, like to learn. They like to improve themselves. I found people here that I cherish with all my heart. Some of them are in the Zoom right now. They're my team members. Some of them I did not know even 6 months ago. Some of them I didn't know 3 years ago. But now we're like family because we have the same goals, we have the same aspirations. We want to make our life better and we want to learn more. We're not satisfied with the status quo. We're not satisfied with the routine or living paycheck to paycheck or whatever, society imposed on us. We're looking to break, you know, from that box and find something that works for us. So if you have any questions, I am here. If not, I wish you a really good night. Thank you for being here with me. And I hope that you consider this opportunity because it is really a life-changing opportunity. So thank you so much.